One thing I noticed about your work life and your academic life is you spent a lot of time in the Northeast. You spent some time on the West Coast. And I think you had an illustrious career in medicine, obviously, and you still do. When did you realize you wanted to focus your career more on leadership in medicine?
Yeah, I didn't start out saying, "Hey, I want to be a leader in medicine." That was never really my intent. It was more just the frustration with the way the system was working. So the reality is we've got in medicine, particularly in academic medicine, you're taught to focus, and so people are just down these little rabbit holes working on XYZ, this protein or that cell or this clinical question or whatever it is. And so there are very few people that are taking a different view to say, well, is that the right rabbit hole? Do we dig correctly? Are we using our resources appropriately across all these systems? Very few people were doing that. So first, that got me into asking questions about whether the way we do research makes sense. Mm-hmm. Is that it takes a long time to move things forward in research and a lot of money. And my questions were like, well, why does it have to be that way? Can we create a better research system? And so was when I first kind of rose up into leadership positions. I was already running the stroke service at that point, but that's relatively modest. But then, when I started to take responsibility for the translational mission of UCSF, University of California, San Francisco, that was a much bigger leadership position.